Hello, everybody. It's USA Today bestselling author Hildie McQueen, and today we are going to memory plan for the week of September the 18th through the 24th, which was a super cool week. I spent the week most of the week in St. Petersburg, Florida for a, what do you call it? A writers conference that's called NINC, Novelist Inc. And it was just, it was one of those conferences where it was both like so much learning and so much energy, creative energy, that I just really enjoyed it. I have to say, I probably had the best time I've ever had at this event this year. I don't know if it was because I went with my writer bestie Jess, and getting the energy because it was her first time going, or just because I really needed that infusion of creativity in my life. I think it's a combination of both. It's probably a combination of both. Now, currently, as I am filming this, it is, what day is it? It's Friday, and I am so excited because I just finished edits on a book and I'm a little bit ahead of schedule. I'm about to go over it one more time, and then it will be going to my proofreader tonight. So that is a good thing. You know, when you feel that sense of accomplishment. The only thing I have left to do is to upload the next book, so that I can put the link in the back of the book. So other than that, I'll be done. I will be done with this book. It's so cool. I think the story is really good, and I'm super excited about the next story because I've already got a bunch of things going on in my head. Not only am I excited because of the story, but also because I went to visit the place, the actual location on the Isle of Skye where this next series will be taking place. So in my mind, while I was just writing the blurb for it, I just kept picturing that place, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can totally describe it because I was there. I mean, I could describe it before because I have maps and graphics and, you know, all that stuff, pictures from that area, but there's nothing to compare with actually having been there. So yes, I have a cup of tea, which unfortunately has gone cold, but I don't care. I will be sipping on it while we go through this week. What else is going on? What else? Let me see. I am preparing for an event this weekend. What else is new? No, next weekend. And then this weekend I have book club, so I'm all ready for that. Just today I plan on chilling. Now, once this whole thing is done, I am going to sit in my recliner. I am going to read over the manuscript, and then I'm probably going to watch some Love is Blind. I've kind of gotten addicted to that reality show. I watched all the American ones, the United States ones, and then I watched a couple of the Brazilians, and then I just finished the Japan one, which I didn't really like the Japan one. It was kind of different, but that's their culture, I guess. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. So let me let you guys go with me to the day-to-day next. So here we are. Okay, so let's start the day-to-day for this week. Like I said, I spent most of the week in St. Petersburg, but I was home on Monday. I wasn't going to leave till Wednesday because the event actually really starts on, well, I guess it starts Wednesday afternoon. But I decided it would be better to just leave a day early. That gives us time to get settled in our room, get everything organized and planned, because as I explained to my friend, I said, you know, this one is so much information that you kind of do need a down day before. Some people take a down day after as well because your brain is just overloaded with so much information. It is crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, so first thing I did on Monday was visit the reader groups. I did schedule posts and stuff like that. That little icon is from Once More with Love. And then my stepdaughter had an appointment. I don't remember. Oh, that's right. She was having a some kind of MRI or something done. So after I tidied my office and the broom and dustpan are from Carly Plans, I took her to an appointment. So it's a kind of a pain because she lives on the other side of town, but her appointment was on my side of town, so crisscross. I had to go get her, but that was okay. I sat in the car and kind of played with social media while she was in there, and the time just flew by. After she came out of her appointment, we went to Starbucks because I am addicted to if you haven't tried it yet, the brown sugar shaken espresso is so good. So yeah, we stopped at Starbucks, and the little cup is from Lime and Squared Lime, I think it's Squared Lime. Yeah. Then what did we do after Starbucks? I don't remember. We were I thought we made another stop. Oh yeah, you know what happened is we got lost because she just moved to a new house, and I don't know why I have such a hard time finding her house. So I thought, okay, well, I'll take this one exit, go to Starbucks, and I go straight for about a block, turn left, and your house is right there. Well, it wasn't there. I don't know what I did wrong, and then she really didn't know where we were because, like I said, she just moved to a new area. So we were kind of laughing about it, but not really. I was getting kind of frustrated because I used to live not that far from there, and it just annoys me that I didn't know how to find it. But anyway, I turned on the GPS and did the whole recently went to address thing, and that's where we went. So after I dropped her off, I don't know what caused it, but I started thinking about my little dog Lola, and I just got really, really sad that afternoon. Just thinking about her, it just comes in spurts. So anyway, I entertained myself with some YouTube binging. The little Lola, I don't remember where that's from because I've had it for a long, long time, and the little YouTube icon is from River and Ink. Yeah, so that was it. Now I had to pack and all that on Monday because we were leaving on kind of early on Tuesday. We were going to leave early, and then we decided to wait till 10 because something happened. I think she had an appointment or something. Yeah, so I didn't have to pick her up until 10 because she was going to go to teach a class. She teaches at a gym, not a gym, but yeah, I guess it's like a gym for people with Parkinson's disease that her stepmother owns. So she had to do a class that morning. Then she called me that morning and said, guess what? The classes are being taken over by someone else, so come get me. So I'm like, really? Well, okay. The car was packed up, so I'm like, yeah, let me just grab my less of my crap and let's go. So hubby helped me pack up my car, and that little car is from Carly Plans, and she doesn't live that far from me, so I went and picked her up, and the little doll is from Bubba Bear Studios. I love that one. And then so the first part, did I drive? Yeah, I drove the first part, and we stopped at Buc-ee's because you cannot drive past Buc-ee's and not stop at Buc-ee's. I don't know. That's my rule anyway. So we stopped there. I was so excited because it was almost like 1 o'clock. We hadn't eaten anything because we were saving our stomach space for Buc-ee's. And then, so we grabbed the sandwiches, get in the car, and then she's going to drive, I think. Yeah. Was I driving or was she driving? I think she took over driving at that point. I bit into my sandwich and I was like, there's something wrong with my sandwich. I mean, because I love the chopped brisket. That's what I always get. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, it just doesn't taste the same. It's not as good, and the meat it was kind of mushy. I don't know. I was so mad. I looked at the wrapper and I had gotten a pulled pork sandwich. Totally different. I don't even know why I got a pulled pork sandwich. It was clear as day marked. But that was what I did. So thank God there's a Buc-ee's like 50 miles from that one. So we stopped at the second Buc-ee's, and I ran in and got the right kind of sandwich. And then I got what was it called? A Texas cheesesteak burrito. Oh, that was super good. I had that later in the week. So the little road trip munchkin is from Once More with Love. And I don't remember who the Buc-ee sandwich is from. We checked into the hotel, which was the Tradewinds. That took forever because they were having some kind of computer issue, but it turned out to be in our favor because found out that we got upgraded to a suite. Yay us! Sorry, hubby came home, so I was interrupted. So yeah, so we got upgraded to a suite. It was really cool. We had a kitchenette and a living room, and it was nice. And it, of course, a view of the ocean. And the little bed is from Carly Plants. And then I put Nink for the fact that we were there at this conference. And the little book is from Thumbprints Co. And they are no longer open. Boo, his sad. Okay, so then on Wednesday, we kind of slept in a little bit, and then we went and got one of our other author friends, and because when we were driving into the area of St. Pete Beach, there was this little place that looked like a French bistro, so we wanted to go try their breakfast there. So we invited her to come with us and go grab a bite for a brunch. Well, I guess it was late breakfast. It was like 10 o'clock when we went there. And they were really nice, very friendly. The waitress was a hoot. I should say the server, sorry. The server was a hoot. So I put down the Nink, and that little book and cup are from See Amy Draw, I think. Yeah, See Amy Draw. And then, yeah, so it was called La Croisette. La Croisette. They had like, they made crepes. And the breakfast was delicious. So the little breakfast is from Beneva Creations. So then we came back and kind of piddled around, got to meet some of the authors in the lobby area, and I ran into people I hadn't seen in years. So that was like, yay, everybody was happy. We were all greeting each other and stuff like that because it'd been a while. And I'm rearranging things because then I realized that I only had one icon saved for two things. Because y'all saw how I was trying to squeeze in like too many. Anyway, yeah. So they had registration, and then during I think it was right after registration, they had like a welcome reception. I'm trying to remember. Why can't I remember anything? Yeah, I think it was in the hotel lobby where the welcome reception was. I'm pretty sure that's where it was. Nink is limited to like 400 people, 3 or 4, yeah, maybe 400. So it's not a huge conference, so there's, it's never feels super crowded or like they run out of food or you don't have the ability to talk to people. It's one of the things that I really, really like about it. So, yeah, we kind of registered, got what did they give us? A badge? Yeah, a badge, like a name badge, and some tickets for, depending on your dietary restrictions, schedule if you were, because I was doing a moderating one of the presentations, so I got that information on all that, and then went and got sat around and kind of chit-chatted and, like I said, greeted some of the people that I hadn't seen in a while. And that was a special day. Oh, the little doll of me is made by Exquisite Soul. So that day was a big day also because I had a release day of Rogue to Forget. And so I put that down at the bottom with a stack of little books from Punky Bee Designs. And then I also had did a Zoe Bub newsletter, which is an exchange newsletter that happens 4 times a year where like 800 or so romance authors come together and offer their books for free. So, and I didn't put anything for Zoe Bub because I wasn't exactly sure what to put there because I hadn't pulled the sticker. So I ended up putting something dumb like a journaling munchkin. I don't even know why I put that down. Sometimes you just use the stickers that are around you. All right, so coming on to Thursday. Thursday we were going to actually start attending the presentations. And I think, if I remember correctly, we decided that we were just going to have breakfast in our room. They did offer like coffee and like muffins and stuff like that every morning, but I can't eat that kind of stuff without getting issues with the gluten stuff. I like to every once in a while, but I try not to push eating too many baked goods. So And I didn't want to be sitting in these sessions coughing and making people around me uncomfortable, thinking I have something else. So we decided we were just going to have breakfast in our room, and I had bought some overnight oats with me. I brought yogurt, strawberries, and granola. So I think that's what I ended up having every morning. Was the one day I had overnight oats. The other couple nights I had the yogurt with strawberries and granola. That's my favorite breakfast, probably. I think I have that almost every day, except today because I ran out. I need to go to the store. All right, so let's see. All right, so Thursday, the first thing I put down was that I was at NINC and used another one of those little books from Thumbprints Co. Then the first session I attended was on about staying in your lane, which was about, if you write a genre, then stay in your genre, because that way readers become more accustomed to what you write, and also she gave us pointers on how to avoid burnout, because you can still stay in your lane and stay in your genre and write to market by using whatever tropes are popular, marketing that's popular, that kind of stuff. So, and it was presented by Melanie Harlow, and it was a really good presentation. I really enjoyed it. The second presentation I went to was by Steve Piper, and it was about direct sales. And I don't know that I got that much out of it. I'm not really planning to do direct sales, but I want to get as much information as I can about it. Then I attended Ines Johnson's presentation, mainly because I love Ines Johnson. Again, it wasn't something that I was that interested in, although it was interesting to hear what authors are and what direction people are taking whenever it comes to deciding whether or not they are going to sell direct. Another friend of mine, Sarah Cannon, did a presentation on elevating your focus. I really, really enjoyed that one. It was fun, and the little pencils are from the Fassy Shop. The Stay in Your Lane squidge is from Stick with the Plan Co. Then the little journaling munchkin is from the Coffee Monsters Co. Then we went to the NINC president, another friend of mine, her name's Celeste. A few of us went to her suite because her birthday was the day before. I think it was the day before. And she had gotten this huge cake and had a bunch left over. So we all went to hang out at her suite, which was really nice, for about, an hour in between things to just chill out. And everybody had cake. I did not have cake, but I just hung out and took pictures. And that little cake is from Beneva Creations, I'm pretty sure. So then I realized I had not put down all the headers, so I had to put those down. And if you haven't noticed yet, I am super color blocking this week. I was in the mood to color block, and I think it looks so nice. I love when color blocking works and I can find icons to match the color for each day. I think that looks really cool. I don't like to do it every single week because then it kind of makes your planner look really formulaic. But I like to every once in a while just do like a total color block where your icons match your colors for every day. And I like the colors of this sticker kit, which by the way is from the Planner Shack, and I think it's called Beach Babe or Beach something. I really liked it because I didn't think I would have a chance to use it for the summer, but since I was in Florida, yeah. So Friday, the first session I went to was how to bring your backlist back to life and make income from it. And that was a presentation by Alessandra Torre. She's an amazing presenter. And again, the squidge is from Stick with the Plan. One of the authors at the event had did something to her back, and she was having a hard time walking. And she needed to go to the chiropractor, and she was going to call an Uber, but I told her that I would take her because I really didn't want to take a class. The next sessions, there was nothing really that interested me. I didn't mind taking her. So I took her to a chiropractor that was willing to take her on. And while she was in there, I played on social media. That seems to be my thing. I take people to appointments just so I can play on social media. She wasn't in there that long, actually, so I was fine with it. So then we came back and I attended a class that was going to be a 2-hour long class, which was a newsletter masterclass by Erica Ridley. And that turned out to be really very interesting, and I did get tons of notes and stuff like that. So I was glad to have attended that. And the little pen is from the Fancy Shop. After that, I went to another class or presentation by Alessandra Torre, which on how to write an unputdownable series. Again, she is an amazing presenter, and I enjoyed attending that presentation. Took lots of notes and put down a munchkin from the Coffee Monsters Co. After that, we wanted to go have dinner out, and a bunch of us went, I think it was 4 of us, went to this place not too far that we had been told about, and it's called Faux Cheesy. And I think, yeah, F-O Cheesy. It alludes to some kind of song or something, because my younger friend was like, oh yeah, I get it. I don't get it, but that's not surprising. So what it is they have a lot of different kinds of macaroni and cheese. Everything has cheese. I got chicken wings. They didn't have cheese. And what else did I get? I think that's all I got, because they were really good. And my friends got like macaroni and cheeses. They got grilled cheese sandwiches. Like my friend had a Cuban sandwich that had a lot of cheese in it. Anyway, everything looked really delicious, and the people there were really cool. And the decor was like, they had cassette tape players that had been spray painted on the wall, and they had like big giant cassette tapes that had been made and on the wall, and it was very 80s vibe. It was super cool. Super cool. I love their decor. And I do recommend this place if you're in St. Pete. It's called Faux Cheesy. It's a small place. You order at the counter and then go sit down, and they bring you your food. It's super, super good. Well, that night, as well as the night before, they had round tables that were further discussions about some of the sessions and presentations. But I didn't go to any of them because this girl was tired at the end of the day. So I stayed in the suite and did mindless reality show watching, and watched Love is Blind, did some journaling, reviewed some of my notes. So I told myself, but I don't know that I reviewed that much of the notes. But it was just kind of cool because my roomie, she went to the roundtable presentations because, like I said, it was her first time. She's super excited. Plus, she's young and has energy. And she really enjoyed them, where I don't think I would have gotten as much out of them. I was just, but I'm done. And these things started at like 7:30 or 8:30 at night. Oh, no, I'm not about to go back out. I'm ready to just chill. So I enjoyed my quiet time while she was out there networking and learning even more. She did come back and share things with me, which was really nice of her, because she come back and say, well, this is what I learned about this, or, anything that occurred. We talked about it together. Saturday was amazing. So what happens on Saturday is you attend sessions until about 2:00 in the afternoon, 2 or 3, and then you break and come back at like 5 or something like that, and go 5 or 6 and they have a beach blast. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. First, let me tell you what happened earlier in the day. So I marked that I was at NINC with the Thumbprints Co. little book. And then the first presentation I went to was on how to diversify your earnings using print books. And that was a presentation by Aaron Wright. Very, very interesting. I did get a lot out of that one. And then the second presentation I went to was how to set up your series Bible. And for those that are not writers, it's like where you keep notes of an entire series, so that whenever you are trying to come up with, remember things like color of eye, stature, people's names, you can just go back through your book Bible and say, oh yeah, or did something happen already before, do they have any babies, that kind of stuff. You can go back and forth. And I moderated that, if I didn't say so already, and the presentation was done by Leslie Penelope. Amazing, amazing woman. Really enjoyed meeting her. Very professional. We went to lunch because lunch was not provided this day. The other days it was. So a bunch of us climbed into my car because thank God I have an extra third seat in the back. And we went to this place called PJ's Oyster Bar, and some people had oysters. I had shrimp. I am not an oyster fan. The Little Plate is by Carly Plans. Then I attended one afternoon session, which was a long-term business success, and that was by a panel of authors, and it was interesting up to a point. I think at this point my brain was too saturated to even know what was going on. So like I said, later that day we had a beach blast, and that was an amazing spread put on by Drafted Digital, and we ate to our heart's content and had some cocktails. Then we went and changed into our costumes, because karaoke that night was a costume extravaganza. And we dressed up as witches, and my friend, who's my roomie, she does musical theater. So she had choreographed and come up with this little skit for us to do on the song I Put a Spell on You from Hocus Pocus. And so there was 5 witches, and we did that, and we won first place. What? Don't be jealous. We didn't get a trophy. We got what did we get? I forget, an ostrich or something? I forget. It was funny. So that was so much fun. Of course, I went to bed a lot earlier than the rest of them, because I did not want to have a hangover for the drive the next day. We got up on Sunday, and it seemed to take forever to pack. I don't know if we were moving slow or if I don't know. The housekeeping came by several times. Finally, I just propped the door open and said, nope, every time they walk by, not ready yet. We drove back home, and guess where we had to stop? Well, first we stopped at a gas station. So the little car is from Stick With The Plan. The suitcase is from Blush Pink Studio, which is no longer in business. And we stopped and got gas, filled up, got some snacks, and that is a little tiny munchkin from Once More With Love. So we stopped, before that, we just talked about everything we learned. I think we talked the entire drive back about our plans, setting goals. It was a very productive drive. I did most of the driving this time because I think my roomie had a slight hangover. And so that was fine. She needed to relax. Then we, of course, for the Nink chats, I used a little tiny emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. I don't know why I can't think of that. I get them confused, Coffee Monsters Co. and Once More With Love. So yes, we did stop at Buc-ee's again, and this time I bought 3 sandwiches and the burrito and I bought a turkey sandwich, 2 brisket sandwiches, and one of those Texas cheese burritos because I wanted hubby to try it. Put him on ice and brought him home. And then I think I got home around 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, I think it was a 12-hour day by the time we made all the stops and I dropped her off and everything. Yeah. Well, let me not lie. No, it was less than that because we didn't leave the hotel till 11. I don't even know when checkout was. So for my sidebar, I decided to put the 2 things that stood out the most to me about this wonderful week. It was so what I needed. All the creative fuel, the tools to stay more focused and get things done. And so, yeah, amazing week with my author community, and all the creative juices were flowing freely. So I put the stack of books that is from See Me Draw and put creative fuel, and then the other thing I put was some munchkins from the Coffee Monsters Co. and saying the best author friends, because I do have some amazing author friends. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this and have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.